What's going on, guys? This is Red Ninja bringing you some more Kino to Toten with randoms on Black Ops 1. And this game was a little different than most games I play with randoms. These guys actually, they had mics in, but I didn't have a mic in. And but I was in a lobby with they were in a lobby with somebody else, and I think I don't know, I came in like in the middle of the conversation, but I think they were talking about wanting a campfire trap room. So that's what they pretty much intended to do. And you know, I didn't have to listen, have any communication with them to know what to do in that situation. So yeah, I just didn't want to plug in my mic. I often don't plug in my mic with randoms. They really get annoyed by them. They don't know anything about the game, and it's usually an argument. I don't know. Perhaps these guys would not have. Probably, I would imagine these guys probably wouldn't have argued. They probably would want to hear some things that I would have to say. Because they're such low rounds, I think their rounds are really low. And so they probably would have listened, but the other people there, like, they've been like 30s, 40s, and they're the ones that aren't very receptive at all. They just think they know everything, and they really know nothing. But I just thought I'd rather play games like this. But it is a short game. I just ended it after 20. I just didn't really want to play any much longer. I'm just really kind of losing my my urge to even like play with randoms anymore, because I know that the only way I'm gonna get better at this point is to be playing solo. That's why I'm doing solo speed runs, and that's really what I need to be focusing on. I mean, I always planned to focus on doing that, but I just always wanted to play with randoms while people were actually playing this game. I figured, when people just like totally stopped playing this game, I'd have, the rest of my life to play, solo, and that would probably be the only thing that you're ever going to be able to do. But I don't know what this guy was doing, but this one guy, he ends up leaving. I don't know what he was even doing the whole game, while he was in here. He wasn't really doing much. But these other guys stayed in, and they wanted to pretty much camp fire trap room. They like taking the teleporter a lot. I really don't like taking the teleporter unless I'm gonna upgrade something. But I just decided to be chill and ride along with them, and just do their thing, But yeah, I was glad that they wanted to campfire trap them. I didn't stay in there the whole time with them because I just didn't find it safe. In the early rounds when you can, just shoot the zombies as they come, it's one thing. But they weren't really, nobody really got any weapons to really, ride it out, camp it out in there. Nobody got a thunder gun or anything, and it probably wouldn't have been any better if one of these guys would have got the thunder gun. But I ended up getting a crossbow, so I just upgraded it, and that pretty much just, saved me. So it was just kind of like one of those. It was just like kind of like a chill game. I didn't really take anything too seriously. I just kind of just played. I didn't, didn't really go into like, I wasn't really like trying really hard or anything. I was just playing the game. It was just, I just figured, yeah, I just want to do 20 rounds and call it a little game. And I plan to go back and do some solos later. I'm really just trying to push it on solo, as much as I can. I try to push it. I just try to run as, just try to push outside my comfort zone, and I've even fallen on my face a few times, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't want to continue to, fall on my face, but I learned from that. I learned from downs. I learned from you know, all that. So, you know, and then, you know, I hate when bullshit happens, you know. Sometimes bullshit happens. You get thunder gun fails, weapon fails, any kind of just bullshit can happen sometimes. I mean, it happens to every player. I like to try to outsmart the game as much as I can. Try to stay ahead of the bullshit. You know, if the thunder gun fails, I like to try to, you know, prepare for that, where I can, you know, scooch back a little bit and reload and shoot it again. But, you know, every once in a while, the game's just gonna screw you. And, you know, and I also like to just keep pushing it, try to do faster. I really need to get faster at, you know, running speed runs. I mean, all I've been hitting is like 35-minute 30s lately, and that's at best. And even when I'm set up out of the first box, I mean, that's just fucking garbage. I mean, I got to do a lot better than that. I got to hit those 32-minute 30s at least. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with 32-minute 30. I want to hit 120-minute or less 50. 120 would be pretty good. I mean an hour and 20. Not 120, an hour and 20. So hour 20-minute 50, 32-minute 30. That's pretty much my goal. It's what I need to be able to do, and do it consistently. You know, no matter what happens. I mean, as long as I'm able to get my setup out of the first like few boxes, I need to be able to do that. And I'm just really noticing like things that I need to do. You know, every little thing counts, and I just really need to speed up in the early rounds. You know, all those, you know, those few seconds, you know, they add up, they count. Because eventually, when you get to, you know, about 21, 22, round 21, 22, you start to lose time, and, you know, lose more time. You can't go through the rounds fast. So, you know, every second counts in the early rounds. You know, you really want to get to, you know, round 5 or 6 and still be at like, you know, you still want to be at like 4 minutes or something. You know, you want to get to like 7 or 8 and be at like, you know, 6 minutes. I mean, that's fast. By the time I've been getting about 7, 8, 9, you know, I'm at over 9 minutes at round 9 usually. I mean, that's what I need to change. I mean, by the time I get to round 9, I should be at like 7 minutes. So, you know, right there, that would take, you know, 2 minutes easy off of my time, and, you know, give me like a 33 instead of getting a 35. So, you know, there's just something I'm not getting, something I need to learn. You know, I keep watching the top speed runs. You know, I just need to keep watching and practicing. That's really what I recommend that anybody do that wants to learn to play this game. You gotta watch the best players and then practice. You know, watch a lot of zombies, you know, the best players you can find, and, you know, practice. You don't have to, you should be watching more than you're practicing. At least that's what I should be doing. I learn a lot more from watching, because I'm able to do the stuff that I see right away. I mean, you know, probably depending on what another player is, it may take them a little longer to build a, you know, practice and learn and be able to do the stuff. I mean, you know, they could probably watch me play, and it'd probably take them, who knows, I mean, most of these players, it may take them a while to be able to do the things that I'm doing. But by watching, you really gotta, you know, it's one thing to watch, it's another thing to really grasp it. You really have to understand it, and, you know, that there's a lot of things that when I watch, I learn something new, even if it's a speed run that I've watched like 10, 20 times. You know, I watch it more carefully, I pay closer attention to it. You know, that's really what you got to do. You really got to study the game. And you have to set goals for yourself. You know, you have to set clear goals for yourself. Just like I just said, my goal is to hit that 32-minute 30, that hour and 20-minute 50. You know, that's a goal. It's something to aim for. I'm not just going to the game, playing the game without a goal in mind, you know, just to play the game, just to survive. You know, if that's my only goal, then, you know, what am I going to end up with? I'm not going to really go. You have to set a target. You have to aim for something. So, you know, these are just, I think these are valuable tips, and if you don't, you know, that's why I'm pointing them out to you. These are valuable tips. You have to see the value in them. You have to understand it. So these guys are on the camp in this room, and that's pretty much what we're doing. And you know, I didn't mind. I mean, it was. I'd rather they do that than they all run around on the stage and all that shit. But I was a little weary about playing with, you know, because I knew they were going to spring the trap on me. They almost killed me at one time in this game, springing the trap on them, and that really pissed me off. But, you know, I didn't have any communication with them. I could hear them coming through my headset and my TV. I ended up muting them because I didn't want to hear them. It was distracting to me. And, you know, I didn't have any communication with them, so. But when they spring the trap on me, I freaking, you know, see, they had to shoot at me to tell me to come. You know, I understood. But once they sprung the trap on me, I ended up springing on them a few times. You know, I just kind of got, you know, I got a little ticked off by it because I knew it was gonna happen. I'm like, man, I got to stay away from the. But then it just happened when I wasn't really paying attention and you know, expect it, and I was able to get off it right away. But it was really close. That fire trap, you don't have fast reflexes. That fire trap will fucking down you quick. I mean, it's, you know, it'll down you. I mean, I got out of there just in time. Because I do not like to go down with randoms, for sure. You know, but, I just want to get through this commentary, put this video up, you know, throw out some tips. And I want to get to playing a solo game today. It's pretty much what I want to do. Hopefully, I might just do some 30 speed runs and not go any further, or, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I really want to get that 32-minute 30. That's really what I want to do. But, you know, I'm still kind of scratching my head, wondering how I'm going to do it. You know, there's just some things that I haven't learned yet. You know, I'm not picking up things from watching these videos. There's just something I'm not picking up. There's, you know, it's just, I pretty much know what it takes to get that 35. You know, I could pretty much do that consistently. I mean, that's if I get it set up out of the box. If I get set up out of the box pretty early on, I could easily get that 35, 36. It's pretty easily. If it's a late setup, I could usually get a 38, 37, 38. Depending on how late it is. I mean, you really got to get, I mean, for me, I really have to get set up out of the first, like, few boxes. It's just, I can't, like, continue to camp boxes and, you know, make the rounds go fast, because it's just, especially if you're doing it without jug. I mean, I want to be able to do, like, the first few boxes without jug or nog. And then, you know, it's really bad about you when you're doing that, when you're camping the boxes. You know, you're not always able to build up your points. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. You know, it depends. I mean, if you're getting decent guns, or you're getting like HKs, I mean, I don't like those guns, but I mean, for when you're trying to get your setup, you know, you're getting points, you want the, you know, you want the guns that have a lot of bullets. You want the, you know, the RPK or the Galil. Galil's pretty decent. AUG, something that's, you know, gonna rack you up some points while you're, you know, hitting the box. If you're getting snipers and all that other bullshit, fucking Python and, You know, that and shotguns, that doesn't help you with points. I mean, it's really a drag. See, you notice how these randoms, they run away on insta kill, and I run at them. You know, I push up. You know, you got insta kill. You know, push up. And see, these guys got it. They probably got cornered, is what they did. Because I was killing zombies, and when they ran to the MP40 room, they were probably respawning. So they probably turned around and said, "Oh shit, we got hit with a bunch of zombies. We got to run back." And but you know, you get that insta kill, and you have ammo. You know, push forward, push forward. You know, push forward safely, of course. I mean, if don't. You know, it really sucks to go down on insta-kill. But, you know, if you got a gun, you got a pistol or something. I mean, I was just using the pistol. You can push up. And yeah, I got this crossbow. And waiting for this guy to get back. And then we can take it. And this guy, I don't know what he's doing. He decided he's going to run out. Like I said, I didn't have any communication with them. I don't know if these guys may have thought that they could talk to me. And, who knows? I mean, they probably were continuing to talk thinking I was hearing them. But I wasn't hearing them. I muted them early on. But I'm able to, like, read players pretty well, too. That's another thing that I'm able to do when playing with people. I'm usually able to read them all. That's how I knew they were going to spring the fire trap on me. And I just kind of, like, you know, lost concentration of it. Because all the other times I was in the room, I was always, like, really, I had it in the front of my mind, you know, stay away from that area where the fire is, because they're in a fucking spring night, and I didn't expect it at the point that they did it. I just kind of just lost focus of it. And, yeah. So, yeah, when it happened, right here, right there. Oh my god, that was so close. See, I did not expect them to hit it like that. I thought they would wait until we got over. I mean, there wasn't any zombies coming yet, you know. There wasn't. That's why I didn't. That's why I kind of took my mind off of it. But then I was like, okay, I see how it is. I was pretty mad. That was really close. I didn't get a red screen out of it, but that was really close. If I would have took another hit from a zombie, that would have been a down, easily. So. And I just upgraded the crossbow. So, you know, I was just like, fuck, you know, these guys. I was not happy with them after they did that. But I ended up springing the trap on them and getting them down. I didn't really care. And then I was like, you know, and then other times I was springing the trap and they were just running into it and shit. And I was just like, well, whatever, you know. But, you know, that's how it is. Now I gotta get some speed cola, reload this crossbow a little bit fast, you know, reload it faster. So I really wanted to use Mustang and Sally, though. Like, usually I like to use Mustang and Sally, but since I had the crossbow, it's like, well, I can't. This guy had a habit of, like, going down, like, bumping into me. And, you know, I try not to get in people's way, but it's not the first time that that's happened in this game. And, yeah, I don't ever get a, like, quick revive. I just figured, well, I can revive them without it. A lot of times when I like to do revives, I like to have the quick revive so I can revive them faster and, you know, more safely. So yeah, I'm just thinking the whole time, man, I want to get done with this and I want to go play a solo game on Kino. You know, play that. Just keep playing it. And it's, you know, I have a friend, he's working on his solo too, and he watches my videos, and, you know, I keep telling him, man. You know, you just gotta fucking run no novas. He likes to, you know, activate novas, and you know, so he could upgrade the thunder gun and ray gun. But you gotta stop doing that, man. Just fucking do no novas to 50. Just make yourself do it. If you die, you die. Just start over. Make yourself do it. I mean, that's how I gotta do. It's how I do when I'm camping the boxes. I mean, you know, after about after like the third box, if it's in a bad area, like upstairs above the theater, I mean, I usually don't want to camp there. Even if I have, you know, monkeys and a thunder gun, I mean, it's like, well, I know I'm just gonna waste all that. But you gotta do it. You gotta, you know. I mean, this is how top players do. They fail. They die. I mean, it happens. I mean, I've watched like You're Adopted and stuff. He'll run the boxes, and if he gets his setup late, I mean, he'll end up fucking dying in around 20 something if he doesn't get his setup by then. I mean, but it just makes you better to just keep pushing it. Just keep camping the boxes. Just, you know. Another thing I want to start doing is I actually did one. I didn't record it. I did some solo first rooms. That's another thing I'm gonna start doing. And Ascension, I find. See, this is where I got them back. I was like, yeah, you guys are gonna fry me, I'll fry you. They, unlike me, they weren't quick enough to. So I'll get those revives. But yeah, I did some first rooms on Ascension. I did some on Kino just for practice. I did like 20 round ones. It was really easy for me. So I think maybe I'll do some of those and record. You know, I like doing first room better solo than co-op. I have a friend I play first room with, and you know, if I'm playing off of his, if he's host, it's a lot harder, and if I'm host, it's harder for him. You know, you get those issues. You know, you take those downs because you're not the host, and yeah. So and another thing is, I mean, when you're playing solo, I mean, it's all on you. You don't have to. Because in order to play, I won't play first room with just anybody. You know, I have to play first room with like somebody that, you know, pretty much knows what they're doing. I get annoyed really fast because you really have to coordinate together. I mean, you're running the first room together. You know, you have to understand the color system. You know, who's the zombie magnet, who's not. You gotta understand these things. What I'm talking about is zombies are attracted to the highest color. The white player. If the white player is not in the game, then it's the blue player. If the blue player is not in the game, it's the yellow player. And if the green player, the doctor, is the least magnetic, unless he's the only one in the game, only one on his feet, and then zombies are, of course, going to be after that person. But as you see, I'm the white player in this game. I'm Dempsey. And so I'm the zombie magnet in this game. The zombies are going to be the most magnetic to me. So what does that mean? It means when you're running the first room, other players got to stay along the walls, and the white player has to run in the open area and keep the zombies pretty much on him. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're just running around like an idiot. Is the blue or the yellow player, and just trying to, you know, think you're, you know, when the zombies come, you just want to run over by me and, you know, run in my area. It's just, it's not gonna work. What you got to learn to do is learn to stick them onto the zombie magnet. If you get one or two zombies on, you got to kind of like run up and brush up against the white player and get them to stick on them. That's what we do in first room. You know, I run in one little area. Like if I'm not the white player, I'll run in like a real small little area. You know, if I get like 3, 4, 5 zombies, I go and I stick them on the white player or on the highest color. pretty much what you got to do. But then I've gotten in these first room games where these guys, they'll sit there the whole time. They'll just run at one little area of the map, and they're fine with that. But they never bring their zombies and stick them on me if I'm the white player. It's just annoying. Like I said, I want to play first room with someone that knows what they're doing. If I want to play co-op, it's just going to be, just little games like this with randoms, or I'll find somebody and, do a higher round game. That is if they're willing to follow the strategy that I'm doing. So, I mean, if they think they're gonna just play with me and they're gonna run separate areas and we're going to 50, they gotta think again. I ain't playing like that. I'm not playing those long ass fucking games. I'm not playing those 5-6 hour 50s. Just not gonna do it. It's fucking wasting my time. So yeah, I just decided to upgrade the MPL for the fuck of it. Give me a little bit of firepower. You're not fucking around with these guys with this trap. And they're not gonna get me. So I stay away from it. I don't play around. I'm not getting barbecued. And that guy wasn't a good spot to run. Oh, I didn't like this at all. This was really sketchy right here, but I ended up getting out of it. Ended up shooting a zombie with a crossbow, and that just makes the zombie stay there. Good thing that I had quicker speed cola. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I didn't expect. Well, I should have expected them to be there because that guy was out over the line, so they would be spawning in the theater. See, I understand the zones that you're in and where it causes the zombies to spawn at. So, but I just decided to bail out of there because it wasn't going to be any good. I would end up having to use that crossbow up. I pretty much did use it up. So, yep. I just hope I get a 32-minute 30 soon. At least a 33. 33 is alright, but I really want that 32-minute. I've never done the 32 minute. I've done 33 before. It's kind of funny, like a year ago, I used to actually get more 35s and 34s and shit. So, now it's like I'm hitting those 35s, 36s. A lot of times I hit 36s and late 35s, like they're almost 36. So I don't know what, I guess because I'm not playing. I mean, I pretty much know what I'm doing there. I mean, I'm not spamming out that thunder gun like I used to, because that's one of the things I'm gonna have to do. And another thing I need to do is I need to like do better at force and drops. I need to get those instas and those nukes and the max ammo so I could spam the thunder gun out. I have to do that. I mean, usually like once in a game to 30, I'm able to spam out the thunder gun, get them. But I need to have that happen more than once, because that really helps your time. So, yeah. So that's one of the things and I just need to get faster at doing the early rounds. I'm not doing those fast enough. So, those are, it's just little tiny things that are gonna add up. But I still know there's more that I need to learn. And I guess these guys took the teleporter, which is fine with me. Oh yeah, they went down. Yeah, that was the one thing that was stupid. Well, I don't know why they were standing in that teleporter in the dog round. Like, you know, we could have took the teleporter. That's why I didn't get in there with them. I was just like, you know, I was like, I do not want to take a teleporter in the dog round unless I was gonna upgrade a gun. Then I'm fine with taking the teleporter. But like, I did not want to do it. I mean, I played along with these guys and pretty much see what they wanted to do and do it with them, but you know, I wasn't gonna get in that teleporter with them in a dog round. I was just like, nah, I just don't want to do that. Let's just kill the dogs, get the dog round, and then we take the teleporter next round. But that was my thing, and one of them ended up dying, and then they took the teleporter route me. So it's whatever. Now we gotta wait for the teleporter to recharge to take it. I would much rather took it at the beginning of this round, I guess. Like I said, I'm not one that takes the teleporter every round, but you know, like I was just playing along with these guys. The game would have gone a lot faster if we wouldn't have done stuff like that. We would have got the 20 even faster. I really thought 20 was gonna be dogs, and it wasn't. I was like, I bet 20 would be dogs, but it wasn't. Thought maybe we'd get a 4-rounders, but no, it wanted to be 20. So I was just like, fuck it, it's game. I'd rather end it on 20 than 21 or 22 anyway. I mean, I might have played if it would have been 20-round dogs. It probably would have just, you know, I would have had max ammo. I might have just played till. Of course, I didn't have any. I don't have Mustang and Sally. I don't have any power gun. Usually, when I don't have the crossbow, I just have like Mustang and Sally or a wall gun. Yeah, I mean, because I can waste out that Mustang and Sally and get through, you know, like around 21, like really fast. This is just a casual game. That's all it is. But I know there's people are hitting me up. They want to play with me, and I'll try to get to you guys. I'll try to get to, you know, people who have subscribed to me and they're leaving me messages. You know, I'll try. You know, I got that other friend that I played with when our internet was bad. I think the internet's getting a little bit better. A little bit. It's still not perfect. Because we had a hurricane out here in Florida, and ever since then, things have been kind of wacky as far as the internet goes. So my internet's not the greatest. I've been getting a lot more lags than I normally do. That's another thing when I play solo and I bump it offline. I don't play like completely offline. What I do is I go online and then I go into a solo game and then I bump it off. And so I'll still have like mule kick and all that shit. I mean, if I played like completely offline, I'd have to set up all my settings again. I'd have to put my you know, I'd have to set up my controller and put it on my sensitivity back on 10. I would have to put it from 2 to 10. You know, everything's on default. And it's a little bit harder. It's harder to get set up. I don't get as the box usually is very unlucky when I play like that. Zombies are a little more they act a little bit differently. They seem to be a little more slap happy. But when I'm playing completely online, if I'm signed in the Xbox Live, because this is what I do. I go into a game, I go into a solo game, I start it off while I'm on Xbox Live, and then I just unplug my Ethernet, and it knocks me offline. And then I'm offline, but I'm still like, I still have like, it's still like I'm playing online. But see, the benefit of that is I don't have any lag. I don't really get any lag when I do that. Like, I think you see in one of my recent solo games where I was still signed in the Xbox Live, and I got some fucking crazy lag. I mean, I got a crazy lag spike where, you know, I'm freezing, and it's about 3 to 5 seconds long. And you know, you get that at the wrong time, that could be game over. But if I'm completely bumped offline, and I'm still reaping the benefits of being online, I'm not like, you know, I still have Mule Kick, I still have the update, you know, it's still like I'm online, but I'm not on Xbox Live, so I'm pretty much, you know, I'm offline. I won't have that lag, if you get what I'm saying. So that's what I like to do. So I'm gonna set up my game. I'm gonna keep restarting the game until the box is in the MPO room, and then once I get that set up, I'm just gonna, you know, unplug my Ethernet and plug it back in. It'll bump me off Xbox Live, and I won't have to worry about getting lags because I'm not on the internet, and you know, that's how that works. So I like the solo. You know, I like playing co-op. Believe me, I do. I like playing co-op, but you know, I'm getting to a point where I don't feel like I'm getting. I just fried that guy again. Oh shit! I didn't even get a revive off of it. The guy got to it before I did, so I'm like, oh fuck it, I'll just cover the window. But yeah, I just don't feel like I'm going to be getting any better unless I start playing solo. Because I get really good. I mean, after I play solo, and I start bumping my speed up and getting better and better. I mean, playing with randoms is just so much easier. It's not even a fucking challenge at all, because I pretty much know what there is. Now, see, the thing that I think is funny is I watch a lot of top players. And when they play with randoms, a lot of them don't do well with randoms. They take downs and die. I mean, these are players that are better than me. And it's because they don't know all the ins and outs of playing with randoms. You know, they don't. See, that's the thing. I know pretty much a lot of the ins and outs of what you have to do to play with randoms. You know, all the little things you have to do, and they don't. But they know more about when it comes to playing solo. You see, it's just different. So that's pretty much what I have to do, is learn a lot more of you know, get my solo game up, and then when I go back to playing with randoms, it's just going to be that much easier for me, because I know the do's and don'ts of playing with randoms, and I don't know all the do's and don'ts of playing solo that I should be a lot better than what I am. But like I said, I've put a lot more time in than just playing these games with randoms, and these guys are down, and I'm trying to get, you know, I got this crossbow, but you know, I don't want to waste all of it, so I get these guys here. You know, it's nice when they go down, they stay right, you know, they crawl up next to each other, so you could revive both of them at the same time. It's nice when that happens. Alright, I mean, I can't really complain. I mean, like I said, there's not too many times where I get in the games. Oh, this is where I took the teleporter by myself. They did that thing again where they wanted to go do something. I don't know what they were doing, but you know, the last time they did that, I kind of just did a little loop around and pulled them back in. But then I was like, you know what, you know, you really don't want to take stupid chances, even in solo. I mean, I had a game when I was playing, I was around 48, and I had this fucking crawler. I made a crawler in front of the fire trap, and I didn't want, and he wasn't dying, he was hitting me in the legs. because he came around from the other side. I made him crawler on the other side, and this really pissed me off too. And I could have used the thunder gun. I had 4 shots in my. I had 2 in and 2 to reload. I mean, I was really low on the thunder gun. I'm pretty sure I was gonna get dogs. I'm not positive. I could have ended up not getting dogs. It could have been a 5 rounder. But I just did not want to use that thunder gun shot, and I should have, and it fucking cost me. It totally. I tried to jump over the crawler and I couldn't, and the crawler fucking hit me back into the fire and just totally fucked me. And you know, that's just one of those situations, and I just fucking hit the table. I'm like, fucking just use the shot. You have to just do that. It's just one of those things. I mean, this is how good players, they always have their downs. They do shit like that. They think they can get by with it. So that's one of the things you have to be able to do if you want to be able to do those 0 down games, because there's no way you're going to be able to go 0 downs in a game unless you're that player that just says fuck it, use the crossbow, use the thunder gun. Don't fuck around, because sooner or later your luck's gonna run out. So that's a valuable tip right there. If you have a safety weapon, you know, I call a thunder gun, a crossbow, Mustang and Sally, you know, something, a monkey, you know, those are weapons of safety. You gotta know how to use those ones differently. You know, a thunder gun, you can wait till they're up in your face. Crossbow and you know, monkeys, Mustang and Sally, you got to see a bad situation coming while it's out there. You know, if you see 4 or 5 zombies running at you, yeah, you may think, oh, yeah, I could just kind of wiggle on by them, but sometimes you won't be able to do that. You take the chance. Sometimes it's better, like I said, use the crossbow, use the thunder gun shot. You know, if you can go another way, try to go another way. If you can't, if your only way is to go towards them, throw that monkey, use that crossbow, use that thunder gun, start spraying those Mustang and Sallys if it's an earlier round where you can kill them. You gotta do that. I was just like pretty much done with this game. I was just like, come on, let's get the fucking round 20 already. I just want to be done. These guys just keep going down. I don't know how long they thought they were going to be able to camp. I mean, if I would have kept going to like round 30 with these guys, well, for one, I would have needed to have gotten a better weapon. I couldn't continue to run with the MPL. I would have needed a thunder gun or a ray gun out of the box, and the game would have just dragged on forever, and these guys probably would have had like, I mean, if they got this many downs by round 20, by round 30 they would have had twice as many, if not more. So, but we are about done with this, and I'm gonna go play a solo game, and I don't know, I might do some commentary on it, or I might just put it up with some music, with some dubstep. But that's it for this game. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.